I have finally got my hands on the new Taylormade Qi10. I have been trying to test this driver since the spring, and now it's the most popular driver of 2024. And when you see that the likes of Rory, Tommy Fleetwood and Colin Morikawa are all hitting 10% more fairways than they were last season, you can see why it's so popular. But they're tour pros. Can the Qi10 actually help the average golfer? Well, that's where I come in. I'm a 10 handicapper and I'm going to put this driver through its paces. Can it make me hit it further? Can it make me hit more fairways? I'm going to find out today. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the subjectives. How does this golf club actually look? The head cover game on this golf club is out of this world. It's stunning. It looks incredible and the quality of it is just another level, to be honest. Someone in Taylormade got a raise for this head cover design and they bloody deserve it if you ask me. Quality great, looks great, feels great. Perfect head cover. The underside of the golf club looks okay. I mean, it's very understated compared to the head cover, but non-offensive and not very statement-ish, which is fine. It looks good. Behind the golf club, we've got a really sort of classic look, a shiny carbon crown. You can hardly see the carbon in the crown. Unless you look really close, you can start seeing the fibers and things. So behind the ball, it just looks like a painted top, but it's not painted. It's just a sort of gloss carbon finish top. And it looks really good. Sits so square behind the golf ball. Just looks ready to be hit, to be honest. They've changed the face this year. It's now a blue face rather than a red face. And I think it looks better. So all in all, a great looking golf club. Now feel is another sort of subjective opinion. Do you know what I mean? The way I think this club feels is going to be very different to how you think it feels. But I'll give you my opinion anyway. Left. It feels quite dead off the face. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. At the moment, I've got a Ping G425 LST in the bag, and when I hit it out the middle, I can sort of feel that it's been hit out the middle. With this, it just feels a bit dead. And I don't know, I'm putting that down to the carbon face, to be honest. Off balance. It's something I'd have to sort of like get used to, but my initial feeling is that I didn't feel great, but I think that's because I'm so used to the Ping driver. But when I was trying the Callaway club at the start of the year, I thought that felt a lot better. Link somewhere on the screen for my review of the AI Smoke. That one was like off the toe and I could tell, but performance is unreal considering where I hit that on the face. Yeah, interesting. Basically, a bit of a dead thud, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not what I'd go for. But ultimately, how important are the looks and the feel of a driver? Yeah, it'd be nice to have a good looking driver in the bag that feels good, but it's the performance that really matters. So let's get on to testing the performance, shall we? I'm gonna hit 30, 40 shots, get some data, and get back to you with the numbers of this driver. Really hitting a few of them left. Tell you something though, it can destroy a Pro V1 pretty well. Look at the size of that crack. Okay, results are in and they make for a very interesting read. Before I show you the results though, I am going to put this driver's forgiveness to the test at the end of the video. We're going to see how many fairways a mid-handicap golfer can hit with this golf club. But first, the results. Now I wanted to look at the total distance, the carry, the spin, the ball speed, and the vertical launch angle. Taylormade claim that this golf club is both long and forgiving. Well, the tests suggest that it is definitely long. On average, I was carrying the ball 258 yards, and it was rolling out to 280 yards. Now that's a long way for me. I'm a 10 handicapper, like I said, and I'm swinging the golf club at 105 miles an hour. These are long drives for me. And it's about 8 yards further than the ping driver I've got in the bag at the moment. The reason why these drives are going so much further than my ping driver, the spin on this Qi10 is 1,942, which is about 200 less than the ping driver I've got in the bag at the moment. Now, if you've seen the channel before, you know that I use the Ping G425 LST. Well, I was using the LS version, the low spin version of the Qi10 as well. So this is a like for like comparison. The only similar thing about these two drivers was the ball speed, which was 152 miles an hour on average. That's exactly what I see with my ping driver as well. But I did notice while I was hitting the Qi10 that the ball seemed to just come off at just a little bit lower. And that did show in the results as well, because it was launching on average 2 degrees lower than my ping driver. Now, as a rule, I do launch the ball fairly high and it's a bit of a problem for me, but 15.8 degrees launch angle is pretty good for me. And I think that's why this driver seems to be going further. The launch conditions I was able to get with the Qi10 just seem to be better than with my current driver. So far, so good with this driver. I mean, it looks really good and the performance is really good as well. So we know the Qi10 can launch a ball really well, but how many fairways can it hit? The 18th hole at Pebble Beach is no easy fairway to hit, but I'm putting myself to the test and I'm putting this driver to the test as well. The test is very simple. I'm gonna hit 10 tee shots and we're gonna see how many fairways this driver can hit. When I've done this test in the past, I'm averaging between 5 or 6 fairways. So if this club can beat that, then I will deem it forgiving as well as long, which would make it exactly what Taylormade say it is. So there you have it, 7 out of 10 fairways hit. You could argue that I'd give it half a point for getting in the first cut. So 75% fairways hit is an extremely good stat, especially on this hole. The 18th at Pebble Beach is notoriously difficult tee shot. And when you factor in that during a lot of my shots today I've been going left, that club's done extremely well to stay on the fairway. So it's long and it's forgiving. And quite frankly, it's a hell of a golf club. If I wasn't getting married this year, I'd be really tempted to buy that driver. But anyway, that's my mid-handicap review of the Taylormade Qi10, the low spin version. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what other clubs you want me to test this year. Like I said earlier, I've already tested the Callaway AI Smoke and the Ping G430 10K Max. Just head on over to my channel and have a look at them, or there's a link at the end of this video. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another video.